Hi everyone, just thought I'd come back and do a whip and chat with you lot. Save me sitting here on my little todsies. So I thought, right, let's put the camera on. I've done well, look, so far. Done to there. You can see my little ducky, look. Can I see my little ducky? So I'm working on the puddy cat now. So I'm doing the O and the Q, and I don't know if you remember, but I said you can hardly see which is the O, which is the Q. So here, that apparently is a Q, and that's an O. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in on one? No. Can we see it over here? There. Can you see that? The Q and the O there? They look absolutely identical. And if I bring it up to the camera, maybe be able to see a bit better. Hang on. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Is it going to focus? Come on. You can do it. Not going to focus, is it? Why is it when you want it to focus? It doesn't. Sorry, I thought I could show you, but no. So what I have to do is use one of these. I'll just go back out a little bit. Yeah, one of these things. It's supposed to be 30 times the magnifitude, whatever you call it. So I have to put it down like that. Can you see? I know my hand's in the way there. And I have to work out that that one and the one next to it, they're a Q, and that other one's the Q. Right, what's the other one over here? Oh God, I can't tell. That's how difficult it is, even with a... I can tell that one is and them three aren't. I'll do that one. I think they've got a Q. Yeah, they've got a little bit in the middle. I've never had one that's so difficult as these. This is why I try and do these first. Stuck to there. Do the Q's and the O's first and get them out of the way, because if I try and do after I've filled stuff in, I've got no hope. I had to get Millie and Jessie in helping me. And it had to be that if we made the wrong choice, oh well. I mean, they're more browns. And above it's they're just different shades of brown. So it is literally the tiniest mark to make it from a Q to a... No, I think they're all Qs. They're all Qs, but there's one there that's an O. I shall be writing them a little message to let them know that some silly Wally put the Qs and the O's the same shade and next to each other. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if they were different shades. Oh, bloody heck. That one's an O, they're Qs. And they've got the P's and the R's are the same as well. The same colour. They are a little bit easier because you've got a bit more of a kick for the R. I'm drizzling me on my phone. You can see there, look, there's a P. And then you go into R's and they near enough look exactly the same. So if you've got other ones around it, you can't really tell. Is that a Q up there? That's an O. That's a Q. when I did it down the bottom, oh, I could have cried because it was so hard to try and decide which was which. I think they're O's. I think they're O's. If they weren't, they are now. Okay, need the concentration. And them two look like a Q. Itty bitty tail. Got some more up there. Bottom two look like Qs. I mean, it's only for me, so if it is a bit wrong, I'd be right peed if I was doing it for somebody as a gift. I got it wrong. I'd be probably a bit more thing with it. Look like Qs. So I think we're going to class all the rest as O's. Okie dokie. So that's all the Q's done. So I'll go in now, do all the O's, and we'll do the P's and the R's. And then the rest should be plain sailing, she says. That's the idea anyway. So how's everybody's weekend? Did you all have a good weekend? Mine was very quiet. Didn't do an awful lot. Did we go anywhere? No, just shopping. That's all. Did some grocery shopping. Millie helped me with that. Millie started to have a sore throat on Saturday. But it wasn't, there's no tonsils swollen on Saturday, but by Sunday her tonsils had swollen. And yeah, they got white pus on them. But she had no temperature. So yesterday she felt rough, so she stayed home, and Jessie woke up. Jessie, a little bit sore Sunday night, but she woke up yesterday and she'd got white pussy tonsils as well, but no temperature. But I kept her home because she could hardly go, bless her. And I think they've given it to me because my throat's a bit funny. And it keeps going in and out, you know, when you can't not talk it. Oh, you know, it sounds odd to me when I'm talking and I'm coughing a lot, as if something's tickling my throat. So Millie's gone back to school today. She didn't want to, well, she didn't feel like it. She wanted to go back, but she didn't feel well. But she wanted to go because she only has art on a Tuesday, first 2 periods, and she loves her art lesson. And she was getting to take some bits and pieces in today for a Japanese thing course. So she's gone in. So she said she's going to try and stick the day out. So I said I'll pick her up later and then we'll go to the supermarket and get something for tea. Because I literally went and dropped her off this morning and come straight home. I'd been up all night, my legs and liver were hurting last night, so I had to take morphine and something, but that didn't help. So I spent the night just me and the dog and did a bit of reading. Couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't lie, didn't know what to do with myself. So Grant went on the settee so he could get some sleep, and I said I'd go, but he said no, you and the dog stay up here, you've got the telly and everything up here. So we did put the telly on, but there was nothing because I've only got Freeview upstairs, so there's not much on that at night. And I just read my book a little bit. So I was a bit tired this morning. So I worked it out, I've had about, I think it was about an hour and 20 minutes total sleep with this morning as well. I think I'll be early to bed tonight. So I thought, what can I do that's calming, relaxing, makes you feel nice? And I thought, right, diamond paint and talk to my lovely, lovely lot of you. 3799. And I thought, what nicer thing can I do? I had really enjoyed my live on Sunday night. It was it was just a lot of fun. Everybody was in good moods. We had a heck of a giggle. Everybody was on full form on Sunday and it was lovely. Absolutely lovely live on Sunday. Mrs. Coffee sent me what she was working on. Ray sent me what she was working on. Laura also showed me what she was working on so I could share that in the live. And oh my God, Mrs. Coffee and Laura are so talented at colouring. They were amazing. Mrs. Coffee's picture looked like Rachel Ray as well. It was really, it was amazing. That's what I love about my lives. Everybody shares what they're doing, and I like to show the pictures on the live, although my webcam's a bit pants and doesn't really give them, doesn't show them off as well as it could. But it's still nice to share. And we were talking about different mediums and things. It was nice, really, really nice. I think it was on for about 2.5 hours and it just went so quick. It was unreal how quick it went. Time just absolutely flew by. It might have been a bit longer than that. And then last night went into Annie's Rosy Posy Crafts live. And she does a quiz on a Monday night, Rosy Posy Crafts. So if you like quizzes, you want to go over it, and we have a giggle on there. But usually when she does the quizzes, I don't get one question right. Because I'm not, as I said to you before, you know, I'm not the brightest button and I don't retain information very well. But guess who won the quiz last night? It was me! So excited. I got a whole 9 points, but I only won because it was on Christmas, and I love anything to do with Christmas. It's my favourite. So I had a fighting chance when she said it was Christmas questions. I thought, I might get some of these. I got a lot totally wrong, but I got enough. I won by 1 point. I was so excited. As I say, I don't usually get one question right. I think it's pot luck, isn't it? What the questions are going to be on. But when I heard it was Christmas, I said, yes. And it's quicker so you can write the answers on the keyboard. You've got to be quick with typing. And pressing that return button. And making sure your cursor's on there ready to type, which I kept forgetting sometimes. But it was fun. It was fun. We did have a giggle. We did. So that was my Monday night. What else have we been? Oh yeah, I went to Tesco's yesterday to get something for tea. And I don't know if you remember, I said down the bottom of our road there's a load of flats. And in the flats there is a lot of druggies. And there is a bit of a new influx that come. They seem to go, then another lot come in, and then they go, another lot come in. And I was in Tesco's yesterday and I saw 2 of them, and usually they've got a Rottweiler dog. Well, it's a puppy, and it looks like they're trying to train it to not to be a nice dog. It wants to be, but the way they got it and treating it is not the best. I mean, they don't mistreat it, but they are. You can see they're trying to train it to be aggressive. Grant said why, and I said, well, if they're druggies and they haven't paid the drug bills, I said they'll probably need the dog. But anyway, we were in Tesco's, and I was in Tesco's, and they blatantly bent down, got some packets of sweets. I think it was first or second aisle, I mean, picked him up and put it in his pocket and walked out the door. And there was no staff anywhere to be seen. And I thought, I ain't going after him, because I mean, I'm not being funny, they live down the road, they're on drugs, God knows what else. But they were just so blatant, he just literally picked it up, put it in his pocket, and by the look of his jacket, he'd probably got quite a few other things in there, and he had a rucksack on his back, so I dread to think what else he'd got in there. And off he went, laughing out through the door. They used to have security there on the door, but they decided no, they could manage the security themselves. I dread to think how much goes out that door that isn't paid for. I wouldn't have the bloody nerve. I wouldn't be able to. I'd look, well, one, I'd look guilty. Two, I just couldn't go through with it. I think if I can't afford it, I don't have it. Grant said, oh, didn't you say anything to anybody? I said, there wasn't anybody around to say anything to. And by the time I would have found somebody, they'd have been long gone. And as I say, I don't really want to get them on the wrong side. There's two R's there. And they live just down the road from me. And as I say, they went, as it happens, they went past our place last night. Well, one of them, I should say, went past our place last night and then they bloody died. I went to get something out of the car in the drive and I kind of pulled the door properly too. There's another P there. And the bloody dog shot out. I mean, she's only a little cavapoo. Saw this great big Rottweiler, brown Rottweiler across the road. Shot over to it. This bloody great big dog started barking and thinking at Lily. Lily went to bark back and then nearly shit herself when the dog came towards her. And he didn't pull the dog back, and I'm screaming and shouting at Lily to get her ass back in the house. Grant's shouting her. So she comes to go back, and then this dog barks something at her, and I don't know what he must have said to her, but it must have pissed her off, because off she goes back to him then. I was going, get your ass in here. I said, he'll snap you in too. But this dog, he was growling. I mean, and we would have been in trouble because our dog wasn't on a lead, like. So I said to Grant, you know, if he had got Lily, it would have been our fault because our dog wasn't on the lead and his dog was. So you've been banned, haven't you? We're going to make sure that the door's shut so you're safe. I mean, I love Rottweilers. My friend had one and it was the most soppiest dog that you'd ever meet. We used to call it, its name was Kisses because that's all it ever wanted to do. You know, but yeah, like as I say, if they're taught the other way, they can be very aggressive, and it's not the dog's fault because it's just what they've been trained. So that was last night. Lily scared me last night. She's got the vets this week, tomorrow. You Lil? She's got general health checkup and her booster. But I'm going to get him to have a look at her front legs. Because I don't know whether she's a bit sore or what. But she's a bit growly if you touch her by her front legs. So I think I'll get him just to have a look and a feel and do an overall check on her legs for her. I mean, it may not be that she's just jumped and landed a bit awkward or something, I don't know. But she was growled at me this morning when I went to move her, and that's unlike her. I mean, I was only moving her over on me blooming bed like, and she went to her. I said, don't you growl at your mum. She sort of looks at me, licks my hand as if to say, well, don't move me then, don't touch me. And she has been a bit grumpy lately with everybody, that is. And that's so unlike her, so that makes me think maybe she is a bit sore around her legs, bless her. So I thought, right, she's due now for a booster, so we'll get a full check-up done on her. And at least then it'd be peace of mind that she's, you know, there's nothing seriously wrong with her. I'd hate to think that she's in pain and I ain't done nothing, because I can't tell you, bless her. oh, I'm loving this painting apart from the obvious O's and Q's and P's and things. But, oh, it's so cute. It's just so darn cute. I'll show you a picture of it. Yeah. Oh, where are you? It is. How cute is that? How cute is that? Oh, gosh. I do apologise for coughing. You know when you cough and it just doesn't do anything? That's what it feels like. I'm coughing and nothing's happening. Nothing's, you know, it doesn't seem to be shifting anything. 9:50 a.m. Oh, I tell you what, I must be the most gullible person there is in our, well, especially in our family. I don't know if anybody else is. You know, when people tell me things, I tend to believe them. Do you know what I mean? When they tell me facts and things. So we were talking, you know, peanuts and stuff like that. We were talking about all of that. And the girls really like pistachio nuts. Well, I like pistachio nuts. Grant likes them. Well, we all like them, but they're expensive because they're in the shell, aren't they? So I said, oh, I don't know why they're so expensive. And Grant said, oh, he said, because there's not many to the tree when they grow, like. And I said, all right. So that's why they're expensive. I said, all right. I said, how do they get them so salty? I said, because they're still in the shells, aren't they? He said, you don't know. And I went, no. I said, I've always wondered. He said, well, he said, I'll tell you. He said, when they grow them now, he said, they tend to grow them in like buckets and things. He said, so they can feed them salt water, and the salt water goes up the roots into the nuts and makes them salty. And I could twit. I'm going, no. I said, honestly. I said, so they tend to grow them by the sea so they can get seawater. He said, no, they don't grow them anywhere. They just have the seawater imported in water butts, you know, and they just do that. And he said, once they've fully developed, he said, the amount of, because they've been living on seawater, he said, that makes them salty. And I said, well, that's clever, isn't it? I said, I'm well impressed with that. And with that, he starts giggling. And then, you know, when the penny drops and you think, hang on a minute. If it was feeding salt water, it would kill it. It wouldn't. And I thought, you bloody plonker, Caroline. But I was so convinced when he was telling me that he was telling me the truth. I really did. And he was giggling. He said, oh, you are a plonker. I said, you were so convincing. And I said, I never know when you're telling me the truth or whether you're giving me one of your bloody long, tall stories or whatever you call them. I said, and I didn't know any better. So I said, I thought, oh, right. He said, well, didn't you think? I said, well, I do now. I said, but not while you were telling me the story. I said, I didn't think my husband would make up a pack of lies. And he started giggling. He said, I just wanted to see how far I'd get before you twigged. And he said, as it happens, he said, you didn't. Until I started giggling. I said, okay. I said, I'm just very innocent. I said, I'm just very innocent. But I thought, what a plonker. Yeah, so that's how they get pistachio nuts salty. Just thought I'd let you know. But I do like them. They are one of my favourite pistachio nuts. But they're just so expensive. I've got a little tiny bag. I think it had 75 grams in it. And I think that was $1.99 or something like that. And that was from, was it Aldi's or something like that? I think it was Aldi's or, no, it wasn't Lidl's because I haven't been to Lidl's. You can get them from the pound shop, but it's very rare that I find them at the pound shop. It's just if you're lucky. Because I think they get them in, and as soon as they're in, they're gone. And them ones are really nice from the pound shop as well. Because I like them really salty. And they're quite salty from there. So, that's my story on the pistachios. Yes, I have to take what my husband says with a pinch of salt sometimes. But he is so convincing. They're so convincing. It does make me chuckle. Yes, I drew the winner as well of my giveaway. And Julie from Yorkshire Crafter. The Yorkshire Crafter won the pens and the cover minders. And I'm sending her some other bits and pieces as well. So I've got to do that. I was supposed to go off and get the boxes today, but I'm not really still like driving this morning. Well, it probably wasn't safe to drive this morning, I should say. So they'll have to go get them tomorrow, and then because I want to post them all Thursday. So I'll have to get them tomorrow, pack them up tomorrow, ready to post everything Thursday. So that was good. I think I had about 22 people enter. So I was chuffed with that. Chuffed to bits with that. The only thing I can kick myself for is why did I start a second channel? Because I shut it down, not shut it down, but I don't go on it anymore. Because I think I'm on 3,100 and something hours for a year. And of course, 6 months of videos were on my other channel, so all the hours are gone on the other channel, and this channel didn't have any. So I think the first time it sort of clicks on having content back on here, I think it's February. So I shall have to wait till February to see whether I hit the 4,000 hours. But never mind. Mind you, by then everything might have changed anyway in January, so I thought, well, no need to worry about it now. But it would be nice just, you know, to know that I've done it. That's if I can still hold on to my numbers. Can you believe I had a thumbs down on my giveaway? Who puts a thumbs down on a giveaway? That's the only reason I can think of is I didn't like what I was giving. And for anybody that didn't see, I was giving away these handmade, handmade pens. I've got 2 left that Grant's made. So I put 3 places, so I'm waiting for some more places to come for that one. But he put, like, can you see the pink bit of the pen he cut up? You know, where is it? Where's the camera? That pink bit he cut up and made a hole and put them inside so you can interchange. You just pull them out, and then, but they're so comfortable to hold, and because they're cherry wood, they're really, really light. They weigh, well, there's not much difference between holding that one and holding that one. There's not much difference in the weight. They are so light and comfortable, which is nice for me. But yeah, so they had 2 of those pens, and they had a load of cover cover minders that I made, similar to, what cover minders did I make? Similar to this. Where are you? Similar to sort of that. And then I made some jewellery ones as well. Have I got any jewellery ones? Oh, I've got 2 jewellery ones that I'm gonna, so I got some old jewellery, and I made some custom cover minders, and I sending them out as well. So Millie Moo has wrapped all them up, and that blue one I absolutely love, with all, you know, like it's got the what's the things in the stamen? Is it in the middle? Got all them silver, the gold ones coming out of that, and I love that one. So Millie's wrapped up well up in bubble wrap. So I did admit it that I didn't wrap them. Millie wrapped them all up because I'm no good at wrapping things up. I'm one of these ones that just slap it on, put a bit of tape, and off to go. I ain't got the patience where she'll sit and fiddle and get it to look nice and fold it in and put little bows on, and nope. I'm one of these people, you know, at Christmas I start off wrapping the Christmas presents really tidy, and I get to about the 4th or 5th, and then it's just literally get it on, get it wrapped, get the tape on, stick a label on, and get on to the next one. And I'm the same with my Christmas cards as well. I start off really, really neat, and it says, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas, or whatever to whoever, you know, and it's the full name, like it'll be to, what can I use for example, or my friend, to Sam, Pud and Tegan, lots of love, Caroline, Grant, Joshua, Millie and Jessie. And then I'll get to about the 50th card, because I'll do all friends, family, and ones that got to go away. And it'll be to so-and-so and family from Caroline and family. You know, when you get to the last few and it's like, oh God. But I am trying not to do it this year, because I think I should treat every card the same. So I think I might start earlier writing them out. So just do a few at a time rather than spend a whole bloody day doing them all. I think that's the trouble, isn't it? You want to leave it to the last minute, and then you've got all these to do. Oh, I can remember one year, me and Grant left. Well, he never wrapped the presents. I always wrap. I used to wrap them as I got them, write them down in my file what I got for each kid, and hide them. Well, this one year, because when I first became ill, I didn't do it. I put them all in black bin bags and hid them, and never wrapped one. So come Christmas Eve, of course we had to wrap them all, didn't we? Oh, that was the worst thing I'd ever done. 2 o'clock in the morning we finished, and he was a cussing and a cussing, and I said, this is the first year you've even had to help me, I said. But I said, don't worry, I said, I will never ever leave wrapping presents till Christmas Eve again, because that was awful. Absolutely awful. I thought it would never end. Because when they're little, they have smaller gifts, do you know what I mean? Lots of little things. I mean, now they're bigger, they only have a few gifts because they're bloody expensive what they want. So it doesn't take long, but to wrap them. Does anybody else, do you wrap yours well in advance, or do you leave it till Christmas Eve? Because I know a few friends of mine leave theirs, and tradition is for them to do on Christmas Eve. You know, they crack open a bottle of wine, you know, or whatever the topple that they want. They put some Christmas film on, and they just sit there and wrap the presents all night. No, that's not my idea of fun on Christmas Eve. I like to be couched up in my new pyjamas, because we all have new pyjamas for Christmas Eve, with a film, under a blankie, and then when I'm tired I just go to bed. I do the vegetables though Christmas Eve, and now the girls are a bit older, they tend to help prepare all the vegetables and for the following day. So all we've got to do is switch them on, so nobody's stood in the kitchen then on Christmas Day peeling vegetables, and then we all chip in Christmas Day to lay the table. Oh, there's one more there, and everything else, and the washing up and whatever. 2. I mean, years ago when the kids are little, you end up doing it all and you burn yourself out. You're the one that's knackered on Christmas Day. So I thought, right, if everybody chips in, not one person then is left to. There is one thing I thought I might get myself for Christmas, and for my channel, not because I'm always having a cup of tea and a cup of juice, aren't I, when I'm on. And I've seen Rachel Ray and Mrs. Coffee with their mug flasks things that they got, tumblers, which are beautiful with their things on. So I thought I'd like a mug, just an ordinary mug, but on it I want to have written, put your big pants on. Because Mrs. Coffee used to say that to me. She said, come on, put your big pants on now. You know, when you're feeling a bit or a bit worried about things, or, you know, when your channel and your subscriber count keeps going up and down, she said, come on, get the big girl pants on now, pull them up. and I got to admit it worked, and that's all I think of now. If I'm getting a bit down or a bit bothered about my channel, or I look and I think, oh God, you know, you've lost another 3 followers, and you gain 1, you lose 2, you gain 1, you lose 1, and you get so disheartened. And then I think, no, get them big pants on, girl, pull them up high and just get on with your day. And I tell you what, it works. So I thought, I'm going to have that put on a mug, so it will remind me every time I'm sat here, I'm working on my channel, or I'm doing a video, or trying to edit, which I can't do very well, but I have a go at it. You know, loading it up, or trying to do a thumbnail, or, you know, whatever. I'll have that mug in front of me, so if I start getting frustrated or upset or thing with it, I can just look at it, and there's a little reminder to keep them big pants pulled right up and keep smiling, girl. So I thought I might treat myself to that for Christmas. Something silly. I don't know, because there's a shop in town. It's only a little shop, because we're only a tiny town. I think the population, is it 5,000 or 6,000? Something like that. And it might have grown now, but there's hardly any shops here. But there is one little shop, and it does mugs, coasters, key rings, pens, and something else that you can go in and have something, whatever you want you're saying on it. I think it does pictures as well, I'm not sure. So I thought I might go in there and have that done. Something silly in it, but you know, it'd be a good reminder as well, you know, to myself, because we all do need reminding sometimes. Not to dwell, just to pull them up, get on with it, and then things always seem better. And they do, they always seem better then. And you think, what the hell was I getting myself worked up for? Silly cow. Excuse me for my language, I do apologise. Yeah, so I might have a look at that and hint to hubby or grandparents or somebody. I don't know. Well, I did order this week, oh, what's it called? A5 notepad. So I'll be showing you that one. So I think that'll probably come, it says Monday, but I don't know. Might come before, it might come after, but I'll film that when that comes. I'm looking forward to doing that one because it has the special drills on them, and I've never done one with special drills. I haven't even done a diamond painting with special drills on yet. So I thought, well, that'll be my first one, because I want a new notebook. So I thought, well, that's ideal, is to get one of those, because I had a little bit of money left in PayPal, because somebody very kindly put a little bit of money in there for me, and I will always be very, very grateful. So I was able to get 2 canvases from the 11/11 sale, and then I've used it for this, and I had the one set of the Black Widow spiders out of it as well, so I was very, very grateful. Very, very grateful. So I did use it, try to use it all for the channel. I think about, yeah, I did, because some of it went missing to do with that scam, which hopefully I'm supposed to get the money back. Well, it should have been in yesterday, so I will check today to see if it's gotten back in. Because Millie was underage when it was the order. I'll tell you who it was. It was Fabletics and Just Fab. Be warned, if you ever, there's stuff, I've got to admit, what she bought off there is absolutely gorgeous. She bought proper sports leggings, and they are amazing. They were £22.13. So I said, yeah, you can have them. So she put her details in and paid the money on my card, well, on my PayPal. Never thought no more about it. And then last week I saw £44 went out, which I had a little bit left in my PayPal account and the rest go out of my bank. And I didn't have hardly anything left in my bank account because we've had all these big bills come in and car bills and something. So it put me overdrawn in the bank. So I was absolutely crying my eyes out. Got hold of PayPal and said, well, what is it? And they said, you've pre-approved it. I said, how can I have pre-approved it? I said, I've only bought one thing off them and that was in the sales and that's it. No, we can't do anything. So I did cry. I said, oh God, you know, just when I just got myself started to get myself straight. And so somebody said, phone the company up and say to them, you know, they've done this to they've taken money off you from a child ordering stuff. So I phoned them up and they said, well, yeah, when you order stuff from us, you are automatically enrolled into their subscription of £44 a month. I said, I never saw anything to do with subscription or enrolment on any of the screens that she went on. And she said, it's in our terms and conditions. I said, you're having a laugh. What person goes and looks at terms and conditions when you're just buying a pair of leggings? And they said, well, it is. So you enrolled, when as soon as you pressed the buy button and paid, you enrolled into our subscription. So I said, you're telling me that you've allowed an under 18 to subscribe? Oh, what do you mean under 18? And I said, if you look at her email, I said, it's got the year that she was born in it for one. I said, she's 14. I said, so you've got a 14-year-old to enroll in this. And I said, that's illegal. And you know what? Totally different tune then. He said, well, we'll refund, of course we'll refund you. Yes, no, our policy, we know that's against the law. No, we didn't realise that. You know, they're supposed to declare, you know, if they're under 18. I said, there wasn't anywhere for her to declare that she was under 18. She was just going in to buy a pair of leggings with me sat with her. I said, there was nothing there to tell me otherwise. So we quickly, because I was wise, I did it through live chat and I screenshot every bit of the conversation because I thought if he, you know, anything comes back and he denies it, I had all the proof of him agreeing that what they'd done was wrong, and he'd got the information up on screen and he could see then that it was a child that account that had ordered it and blah, blah, blah. So hopefully I should have the £44 back tomorrow. So that was, so beware. Do not buy anything off Fabletics, just Fab. And I think there's another company, but I can't remember what it is. But every bloody advert I'm seeing on YouTube at the moment is one or the other, either Fabletics or just Fab. So you're trying to rub my bloody nose in it or what? But yeah, £44 a month. And what they do, I found out after, is I said, well, what the hell's the £44 for? And they said what they do is they enroll you. You can opt out, but you've got to send, and they send you an email apparently, and you've got to send back that you opt out for that month. You only can opt out for 1 month at a time. And then they take this £44 and then it's put into your account. So then you have to buy something off them to use up the £44 that they've put into your account. So they're guaranteeing that they're getting you to buy stuff off them all the time, because majority, I would say probably a high percentage of people would forget to let them know that they want to opt out for that month. And this is apparently what this company is preying on, that people do forget. And if you can't prove that anything that you can't prove, sorry, if you're an adult and you've done it, there's nothing you can do. You'll lose whatever money's gone in there. You can lose it all. Somebody had put on one of the sites that she'd lost, it was 3 months, and it wasn't until she got her statement. She still hadn't been checking her account, and it wasn't until she got her statement and noticed there was 3 lots of £44 gone out. And when she contacted them, they said, well, you have agreed to it, so you either spend it or you'll lose it. So she closed down the account, and like she said, there was nothing on there that she wanted, because I think that was with the boots. She'd bought 1 pair of boots and found they were shit, so she never bought them. She said, I didn't want to buy anything more off them. Then there was, when I started looking into them, there's loads and loads and loads of comments of people being ripped off. I said the only saving grace was that Millie was underage, and two, that the product that she did get is exceptionally good. You know, and I said, look, I was talking to Grant and I said, why are they doing that? Because their product is so good. They don't need to be doing that. But people are being put off now buying their products because of that. I said they could easily sell their products because they are absolutely fab. Do you know, if you're into athletics or gym or whatever, and you want a good pair of strong leggings that move with you, look good, are a nice, not see-through, do you know what I mean? They're not too thick, they're breathable, then they would sell and they wouldn't need to do all this subscription malarkey. But I don't know, they're quite happy with doing their business their way. So I'm very careful now, and on PayPal I go through now and have a look to make sure that I've not got anything pre-approved up there. You know, that and there was a couple of companies that I got pre-approved on my account that I didn't know about, but luckily they were honest companies and hadn't gone and put a subscription or a monthly thing on there. They'd just taken their money and that was it, but there was a pre-approved that they could go back in. I don't know how that happened, so I've turned off the pre-approved thing on mine, so they only can have the payment, that one payment at a time, and that's it. You know, you have to approve every payment. So that was an eye-opener. So it was an eye-opener to check my accounts when I do things, make sure things are set up correctly and they're paid and there's nothing in the background. No little clause in the background. Yeah, but never mind. We all learn, don't we? We all learn. So I can't decide what to do for tea. Oh, do you hear the dog huffing and puffing then? Cannot decide at all what to do for tea, so I think it'll be just a matter of going around the supermarket and whatever catches our eye we'll cook. Has to be something simple, I think, tonight. I think by tea time I'm going to be on my last legs. So I thought I might do a colour along with me this week as well, maybe Thursday. Carry on that picture, because I am enjoying doing the colouring. As I say, I worked it out as I was saying to Grant, I said I'm going to break it down in colouring that I'm at the infants level and I want to get up to the seniors level. I don't want to get to the college or university level, and I'm not you know, I'm never going to get up there, but I would quite like to get up to the seniors level. So I said I'm in the infant starting with my colouring, and I'm all right with that. I said I'm not going to work up now from infants. And I said up to primary, innit? So year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That's my plan. I said I'm watching loads of different videos, different techniques, you know, on how to do things. Some I understand, some I don't. And all I know is it's going to take a lot of practice, and I'm willing to practice. So I thought with this colour along, you can see me practicing in that book and trying out all the different things on there. So that's the plan for Thursday, hopefully. And if that notebook comes in, I'll film that on my phone as well. If I finish this, I'll do a post review on that as well. But I am enjoying this one. But I don't know whether to leave it and finish it on my live on Sunday, or as I'm enjoying doing it, I might just carry on putting some videos on and watching them and carry on doing this, because, you know, get yourself a hot drink. It's nice sitting down, and time goes so quickly as well. I do find time flies by when I'm diamond painting. You know, you look up and you think, oh God, it's that time already. Anyway, I've kept you all long enough. I've filled you in my week so far, my weekend. So let me know what you lot have been up to down below, and what you do for Christmas and stuff, whether you're like me, wrap them before or leave it all to Christmas Eve. Love to read your comments. If you don't want to write below, you can always send me an email or Instagram me, whatever. All my details will be below for you, so you can contact me or whatever you want to do. I appreciate every one of you that come in and watch my videos. It means the world to me, it really does. I was showing old Grant all the comments, some of the comments that I get, and he said, wow. And I said, I know. I said, I'm so lucky. I said, I've got a wonderful bunch that come and watch my videos. Like I said, I couldn't ask for any better. So I think that's the last one. Yeah, so take care. Oh, no, there's one there. Look after yourselves. If you haven't subscribed and you do fancy it, I would appreciate it. I'd love to have you on board joining us. There is a little subscribe button down below, down there. And there's also a little bell that will let you know if I go live or if I put a video up. So sorry my voice is a bit iffy, but hopefully it'll be better on the next one. Take care, look after yourselves, and speak to you all soon. Bye for now.